Hey guys, welcome to the reading. Okay, first of all, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm gonna cleanse the energy real quick with a sound bowl. We're gonna go back to the OG method of me cleansing before doing readings. I think that's where I've been messing up lately. The cards retain energy from the past readings. All right, so cleansing now. Strong, comforting, masculine presence here. So I don't know who's omitting that type of energy. So I'm going to get into a reading, guys, but this is the channel message. So there's a couple of things that were happening as last night I had an astral travel situation happen, and it usually happens when I have broken sleep, because you're not directly in like that deep sleep state of consciousness, you know what I mean, but you are in like I'm gonna get comfy. It's the fall, man. I'm gonna get comfy. We're gonna tell a story and get comfy. So, grab your coffee, grab your wine, your milk, your whatever, your water, tea. All right, let's talk. So, right. Bangs are on point. Okay, we're good to go. So, I was astral traveling. I'm sick of pretending like I'm crazy or whatever. Like, I was. Okay, so I know this because astral traveling is different than dreams. It feels different than dreams. And I actually felt my body, I left my body, right? I can tell. Because I was floating in my room. Okay, so anyway, how it happened. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe you've been astral traveling, or maybe you've been astral projecting or something, and you're having these experiences in your dreams or perhaps in other states of consciousness, and you're like, whoa, like maybe you just need someone to confirm for you that you're not crazy. So in this particular one, first of all, for some reason, my ex was present in my room, and it drove me nuts. They shouldn't have been there, so I was pissed off they were there to begin with. Not only that, but he slammed the door. Okay, so I don't know what he was doing in my dream state, but he must be doing something. I mean, he's in my life, obviously, as he needs to be, but it's annoying me he's in my dreams. So as I was going through my dream state to the astral projection, to the traveling, I went into a corner of my room, and I think there's a portal in my room. Maybe that's what I need to know here. So for some of you, you might have a portal somewhere where you're sleeping. Okay, in your room. Mine was in the upper corner of my room. And I was I reached through the wall. I could feel I could feel all the materials on my arm as I was reaching through the wall. It was I could feel, the whatever the wall is, I forget what it's called. And then the insulation. And then I just pulled myself through that hole, and I went. Lately, where I go is space. I don't know why. Either way, I went to space. And I saw a figure behind me, and the figure behind me, it's I felt like there was something behind me, and I looked behind, and it was a shadow creature. It looks like a humanoid though. It looks human shaped. And I looked behind me, and I was like, huh, okay, we have is that good or bad? I didn't feel a bad energy from it, but then a voice told me, oh, those are just the, there's different kinds of shadow people, but that, they were just oh, those are just the shadows. They don't harm you. They're just always there. It was weird because it was it would always stay in like a certain part of my peripheral vision. Like I could kind of see it, but not totally. Like when I would turn around, it was like there. And so anyway, and then I saw this creature, or this, I would describe it like an alien. It was an alien. It was like a transmission of an alien. It wasn't, they weren't actually there. It was like I almost feel like I was in their space or something, if I had to describe it, because they like made themselves present and they were like, who are you? Like, what are you doing here? Type of thing. And it looks very much like I would say it kind of looked a little creepy, but like they didn't harm me. They were it just felt like they were like, what are you doing here? You know? And then the rest of it, it's not important. Either way, I'm going to put on my spirit app. Maybe you guys have been experiencing some sort of astral projection types of things happening to you. And if you have, feel free to drop your, experiences in the comments or on the Telegram channel that I have. I'm always interested to hear that stuff. For some reason, I have it looks like a tombstone with a cross on it. It's so weird. When I showed that, it almost looks like there's a star behind it, okay? But it's only when I put it up to there, because when I look at it here, the star isn't there. It's not. It's weird. It's almost like a reflection or something. I'm not exactly sure why that has appeared. So today I really like to do a reading on, some sort of mysterious topic. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go in. I would like to avoid like any sort of relationship type of topic at this time, please. We don't need to know about that right now. We need to know about what's going on out there. Why don't we look and see what the point of the shadow people were that I saw, maybe even the race of alien that I saw. Who are the shadow people? Knight of Pentacles. It's weird because in my dream, it wasn't a dream, it was something else. It was like when in that moment, I almost felt like they were helping me. And this is what I'm getting from this Knight of Coins. I don't know if you've seen these people, or they're not people, they're like energies. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Four of Swords reversed. What's the Four of Swords reversed? Ace of Wands reversed. I'm almost getting there like a supporting energy. And the way I could describe this is I immediately, as these cards came out, I immediately wanted to turn it off and stop doing the reading. But then like something in me was like, no, you should keep going. I don't know why I wanted to stop. Maybe I'm just thinking no one's going to watch this. Why am I even doing this? You know what I mean? Okay, interesting. There's a figure showing up here. What is this? Oh, you're a creepy little thing, aren't you? So I have a forest here, and in the forest there is a creature. Okay, this creature they appear to have like a pole, okay, like it's like and they kind of look like they have a creepy face going on, but like they have a cloak as well. It looks like they're more like a woods protector, if I had to, because they match the woods, they don't look like they're from outside of the woods, so some sort of protective energy. Where is this reading going? This is just so strange. Like, I'm going to keep going though. I'm not going to stop. Okay. So we have the ace, when I asked who these shadow people were, we have the Four of Swords reversed. I would say these are either, these are creatures, obviously, they don't have physical bodies. They're not alive. Ace of Wands reversed is, the opposite of a spark, so a shadow, right? And then we have the Ten of Wands with the Ten of Cups. So this is what I'm getting. I almost feel like they're helping carry something for someone through to somewhere. So if you've seen these shadow figures, like, and these are different than the ones you can see here. Like, like when you look out of the corner of your eye and you see one like over across the room. That's what I'm talking about. This is something that is always behind you and you just can't see it because it's in like a certain, like, I almost feel like it's probably not of like the 3D. It's more like of a 5D energy. Okay. And it's interesting because someone in my tarot space group was just talking about shadow work and doing intense shadow work. So I almost feel like these shadow energies, they are helping carry something forward for someone so they can get to this energy. I don't understand what the heck. Maybe someone here has seen something in the woods. I don't know what that's about. I'm sorry, Spirit, but like what? Okay, we have a spine. Hold on a second. A spine is behind us. A spine is in our back. A spine also carries a lot of important fluids, right, for our brain. Whatever these creatures are, I feel like they are very important. Okay, so what I was getting from the woods picture is that was a protective spirit. I almost feel like whoever these shadow energies are that are behind you, they're like this protective entity that is helping carry you. For some of you, maybe they're not shadow, maybe they're something else, but like for each of us, they might be different. Hold on. Oh my God. Cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, cushions the spinal cord and brain. What is a clear colorless fluid that is similar to blood plasma but contains 99% water. Which is also why you need to drink water, because your spine will be messed up if you don't. Okay. I don't know. It's just something around being a very necessary part of someone or something, or you, or me, or everyone. What is the purpose of the shadow people, or the shadow figures behind everyone? Two of Swords reversed. Something about unblocking, something about making decisions. What else? Seeing clearly. Queen of Pentacles reversed. For someone here, they might be assisting you with some sort of stability. We have a Queen of Pentacles reversed. What is going on? I just keep getting like skulls, like spines. I mean, it's just giving death energy. So there's a massive change happening here. Possibly for all of us. Like, it might not just be me, it might not just be you, it might not just be your friend. There could be a big change coming in for like a lot of people. I just get death energy with this. Why do I want to leave? Maybe that's a sign. The fact that I want to leave the reading, the fact I just want to get up and leave and give up is, but like part of me is just feeling stubborn and not allowing myself to get up. It's like, no, you have to continue doing this reading. It's like they're here to keep pushing you along or to keep stabilizing something. They may not be attached to everyone, to be honest. I'm kind of getting another message. Like, it's almost like someone's big sister has taken over, or like big brother, or like, how do I put this? It's like, it's almost like the shadow side of yourself has to have is taking over. Which in a way, it's almost like the shadow work has been completed. And you're allowing the shadow to do the driving, to be the navigator. Because that's kind of what I felt like they were. I felt like they were like navigating me. So there's a need for you to like listen to like all of the little things like your head tells you to do. Like besides, obviously if it's something violent or dangerous, don't, right? But I'm talking about like the little voice in your head that goes, do this, do this, do this, say this, don't say this, hold back, do this. Like there's something navigating you. And like to not be afraid that people will take you the wrong way. They're going to take you very seriously. And there's no longer a reason to be afraid of anything. You don't have to over-explain yourself anymore. And sorry, now I'm just getting random messages. You don't have to over-explain yourself anymore. You don't have to pretend you're less than anyone. Doesn't matter what status you are to whoever it is, whether it's a boss or someone you consider above you in some sort of way. You don't have to feel below them anymore. Okay, like it doesn't matter who they are. Now, I am curious, like who, and maybe, so who were the figures? Who was the figure that came in and appeared to like alien-like? I want to know who that was. Okay, that's a lot. Judgment reversed. Okay. Judgment reversed. Clarify? Okay. Yeah, it's exactly as I thought. So the Five of Swords reversed is there's no conflict. It wasn't a conflict. It was more of like, what's going on here? But who are they? Six of Wands. Challenged. Okay, honestly, I'm getting, right away from the Six of Wands challenge, I was getting that these figures, or this, I don't know, they are a race that is like pretty well known. I'm gonna sound crazy. You know what? Whatever. I don't care if I sound crazy. They're a race that is pretty well known out there, okay, with the other groups or whatever. And I'm not getting that there's not like a war energy to them. I feel like they're more like it's like a watching energy. Like what do they do? Nine of Cups reversed. Clarify? Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they watch. They watch their home. Okay, that's what it is. So wherever I was must have been like considered their home. Because the Ten of Pentacles is about like, you know, family. With the Nine of Cups reversed, I was more so getting like selfless energy. Because I feel like that can be, but let me see. Nine of Cups reversed. Okay, they're moderators, a need for moderation. So they're moderators of some, wow, okay, so they are moderate. And like with the way I'm getting like the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Ten of Pentacles, it's like they're never sleeping. Like they're always watching like this particular section, or maybe it's everywhere. It was interesting because like when I saw them, I just kind of like reached out and I like touched whatever it was. It just looked like a transmission. It did like a hologram almost, and like I just kind of like reached through it and then it disappeared, and then I saw wherever it was that I wanted to go. So I went there. It's weird though, because part of me doesn't feel like it was actually space. It just felt like another dimension. It didn't feel like the space out there. I mean, if it was somewhere like way in another, like through a black hole or something. I don't know. Interesting to know these types of things exist, I guess. I don't know if any of you have ever seen them before. Like, if I could explain what they looked like, it was like it pretty much looked like an alien looks, but like it kind of had like pointy, I want to say like pointy eyebrows or something, kind of like a pointy face. It kind of looked a little scary, to be honest. I think that they do that on purpose because, and maybe they don't even truly look like what they presented themselves to me as. Maybe they are just existent, right? But they presented themselves as something like, you should be afraid of me, like if you do anything bad type of thing. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like that's what that was. Also, I'm getting, and this is like really random, but something about Toothless, like you know that How to Train Your Dragon, not like that's what it looked like, but that just came across my head for some reason. So maybe someone's animal is named Toothless. Maybe you have a connection to How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know. Maybe they have a message. Maybe that's why. Is there a message for the collective? Is there a message for the collective from these entities? Insecure. It's okay to celebrate other successes, beauty, and imperfections. You have no idea what they struggle with too. What else? Frustrated. Something must not be going your way. Can you look at a situation differently? And it went over this 10 of Wands energy. So I don't know if you're feeling insecure about something or frustrated. It's so weird. I keep wanting to like leave this reading. It's like annoying me. I don't definitely something about looking at like everything from like a bigger picture. You know what? It's okay to celebrate. You have no idea what they struggle with too. I saw that this morning as well. It's almost like collectively everyone is frustrated and feeling like this same energy of insecurity, and it's probably mostly to do with like the state of everything going on right now. Also, it's okay to take a time out. Like if you need to be like, you know what, I need space, I need time, I need something, because so the thing I saw about the it's okay, you have no idea what they are dealing with was okay, in the cartoon I saw on YouTube this morning, it was this this dog who had gone and stolen stolen a bone that was in front of someone else's um that was in front of another dog's like home or whatever, right? And the dog came out and was like, "What the heck?" And it was so pissed off. And it went to the other dog's home and like ripped it apart, kind of freaked out a little bit. And inside of the home was the same dog, but it had like 10 puppies. You know what I mean? Like, so maybe there will be like a moment like this in the near future where you're going to have to be like super understanding of someone when they come towards you with some sort of energy that might frustrate you. Who's okay. All right, I'm going to use another deck because I don't know where, I don't know what's going on anymore. Well, we're switching it up. So frustrated and insecure. I don't know who needed to hear about the aliens, but there they are. Who is coming towards collective with this energy that, I don't know if someone's going to steal something from you or if they're going to try and take something from you. And it's going to feel like theft. But like, I don't know. Who is frustrated right now? Who is frustrated? Or maybe this happened already. Moving forward, Two of Wands. Okay, this is something that's happening in the future. Who is coming towards collective? Lovers reversed. Okay. Who is the lovers? Is this an ex of someone's? No. Okay. What's the 2 of Wands? I'll get there in a second. I don't know. This is All right, whatever. I guess we're doing a love reading again. I don't understand what's happening. Okay. So we have a King of Swords here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? This person appears to with the Lovers reversed, I can't tell if they're going to be choosing to end something or if they are with the Lovers reversed. This could, oh, let me look this up. Hold on. Sometimes I need help because I'm trying to be more. Lovers reversed. Okay. So this person, okay, so it can be reevaluating a relationship and personal values. And this person can have an issue with commitment, or it could be dealing with an internal conflict. This person is choosing something. They're feeling an ending here. What are they choosing? It doesn't have to be love, but I don't know. What are they choosing between? Give me 2 cards. What are they choosing between? Okay, and another. Okay. Wow. So someone is trying to choose between Emperor reverse energy, which on this it could be quite the cruel decision or something that you might be or consider cruel. The 8 of Wands in reverse is, or sorry, the 8 of Swords in reverse is someone deciding to free themselves of something. This could be a mindset. What is the subject at hand? What area of life? Are we talking cups, swords, pentacles? You know, what? What area of life? Pentacles. So this could be someone at work, actually. This might not even be to do with love, okay? This could be someone that is... Yeah, there's no cups here. Okay, so this has nothing to do with, like, love. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, maybe this is even you. Maybe this is you in some sort of King of Swords energy here. I do feel like someone here, the subject matter at hand does have to do with work. With the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, this is kind of like a dead-end job, or like a job that you know just isn't gonna go anywhere, or they're dealing with some sort of cruel behavior at work. Okay. And you know, this 8 of Swords in reverse energy is freeing someone's from that. You know what I mean? What is holding this person back from making this decision for their best good, I guess? Page of Swords reverse. You could have issues being focused. I mean, take this how it resonates, guys. If this is a love situation, go for it, okay? But this is giving Pentacles, right? So with the Page of Swords reverse, it's someone is unfocused. Someone doesn't focus very well. Maybe there's an issue there. Maybe you have some sort of attention issue. So you kind of just like let your mind wander. Now, okay, unpopular opinion. You can retrain your brain. Like I know that it's hard. But you can work on habits that will help you to retrain your brain. So let's say you do have ADHD. Not a doctor, this is not medical advice, but just some practical advice, okay? Get the fuck off your phone. Stop doom scrolling, TikTok, all that shit. You need to stop it. Like, you have to either give yourself a time of day when you can do that, because I know everyone should be able to do what they want sometimes, right? And I get this is probably like a guilty pleasure for you, but it's probably all consuming your life right now. It's probably all you're doing in your free time is just doom scrolling, doom scrolling, doom scrolling, because you are letting your mind escape reality. Those short little videos are terrible for your attention span, okay? In the morning, first thing in the morning, before you go to work, try to come up with a morning routine that is like just one small thing a day that gets you towards the goal that you're going for. Whether it's studying, whether it's searching for a job, whether it's accepting an offer or something. It's like, I'm not saying like your ADHD is going to be cured. I'm just saying this is how you live with this problem, is you have to monitor yourself. You have to. Make sure to check your messages in the morning and before bed. You know, Six of Pentacles reverse. Know when to pull back from things that are not serving you. You know what I mean? Like, especially people as well that distract you, like, especially if their energy is like really chaotic and you're always having to deal with it. Let's say you have family members and they're always needing your attention, which is like, it's like, it's giving like energy vampirism, but like, it's like they're stealing the energy that you need for your own life for theirs. That's not fair. That's not right. That's not cool. Okay. So, and then for some of you, you could be like feeling insecure because, you know, maybe you have a friend that's getting married or something, and you're like, you know, you're like, well, I want to get married. You could be feeling frustrated. Or whatever the case is. I don't know. All I want to tell you is you have no idea what their relationship is going to look like in 2 or 3 years, okay? Not to be like a dick, but like, you know, especially if someone's getting married under 30, I don't know. You guys know my opinions. I don't really feel like people are like total whole humans until like after 30. Possibly even 35. So just anyway, you don't know what their relationship's going to look like. You don't know what it has looked like. And for all you know, they're just doing this because who knows, maybe they're being pressured, but or maybe they are truly in love. Okay. But they also might not be as happy as you think. Okay. A lot of people think they have to do things in a certain order of events because society has always told them that you have to do it that way. Or it's just what everyone's been, you know, saying, like on social media. It's like people get married, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what's going on either, because, and I'm going to sound old, but like when I was 20 to 25, I was not interested in getting married at all. At all. I was actually in the middle of a really toxic relationship trying to like figure how to leave a really abusive person, right? So like that was what was plaguing my mind at the time. You know, I don't know. But also, like, people my age were not concerned about getting married, like, at all. Like, you would have like the weird odd couple that was getting married and be like, isn't that a little early? So like, I mean, I don't know. I like the fact that people are getting married at 20 these days it's insane. I'm sorry, it's insane. It's literally crazy. You guys aren't even fully developed in the brain yet. I just don't know. But anyway, And I know there's people who are like, oh, my parents were married. Yes, because that was part of their society at the time, was to get married so young. I don't know. You guys know me. I'm not really into marriage, but so Four of Pentacles reversed, Death reversed. There is a mindset that you're needing to change because you're feeling hopeless about something. Someone is feeling hopeless about a situation. And it's like you're just holding on to this energy of hopelessness, not understanding that you can fully change it. If you're holding on to a hopeless energy, that's what you will attract, is more hopelessness. So all right, what else is happening here for collective? Seven of Wands. Okay, it is time for you to do some cord cutting. Okay, I have the Seven of Wands challenge. The Seven of Wands upright means like there's people all up in your business. There's people all up in everything you're doing. It is time to start cutting things back. Like, what is it called when there's a bush and you're taking off leaves and whatever? You're cutting it down, right? So that it can become healthy. That is what you need to do right now. Because the reason why you're feeling so drained and ridiculous and sad is because you are just constantly giving into others. There is like, I don't care if your family, look, family isn't always the best, okay? And like, especially when, I'm trying to like say this in a way that doesn't make me sound like a dick, because like someone like me, yeah, I didn't really grow up with a lot of family. But in a way it's made me a lot stronger and like able to like be like, okay, I'm not going to just allow people to be attached to me because they're family. I'm not saying you have to like get rid of your family, but what I'm saying is like you, especially if you're like an adult, you need to put up boundaries. There's no need for codependency anymore. Like in the wild, okay, like you don't, and I know humans aren't wild animals, but like they don't, it's rare for like a family to stay like together forever. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you have to have some boundaries. Especially if like, let's say someone is, I don't know, upset about someone you're dating. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, well, it's really none of your business. So, and like, who gives a shit if they don't like who you're dating? Who cares? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? And like, also, I'd be interested to actually see what they do, because if what they do is like as terrible as you probably think it will be, then maybe they're not worth having around all the time. Maybe these are people that you should only see on holidays. Maybe these are people that don't even need to see you on holidays, especially if they're going to act like that. I feel like someone has attachments to them that are literally draining them alive. Your energy, whoever you are, it's very vibrant, it's very healthy, it's very wonderful, and these people know that. Why do they need you so much is my question. And that's something you should also ask yourself. Why do they need you so much? Especially if you're like younger than them or whatever. It's kind of like, what can I possibly do for you? You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to work out your own life 100%. Now, this can be in any aspect. I don't know why the aliens are telling us this, but you know, it just is what it is. So the sun. You're going to be feeling motivated and focused here soon, but you really need to give yourself a routine. You really need to write down a routine. And this, you know, this can even come in the form of like, when am I going to talk to my family? Put away time out of your day to talk to your family, because it's almost like you're just allowing people to come into your energy whenever they want. You got to be very focused and be like, okay, I'm going to put D&D on my phone and I'm not going to talk to people until 7 p.m. Or I'm going to put my family on D&D and maybe talk to them. Look, you don't need to talk to your family every day. You really, really don't. There's no need for it. There's literally there's not even really a need to talk to them twice a week. I'm talking about like family that like you don't live with, okay? Like even then. But like you get what I'm saying. Like if this is like I just I don't get it. I don't understand why anyone would need to do that. Like, give them like 1 day a week. That's all they need. That's all they need. That's all they should get. This could be also like coworkers. This doesn't have to be just family. This could be coworkers or like weird friends that are like always obsessed with you or whatever. Like, you don't need to keep giving them so much of you. Because you need to ask yourself what you are actually getting out of the situation. What are you getting out of this? If it's nothing, then you might need to reevaluate your priorities, okay? Because it's almost like, I don't know if you're more successful than these people or if you're more something, but even if it's like a mom, I'm sorry, but like you don't need to talk to your mom every day unless she's like sick or something. You know what I mean? Like, or you're concerned for her. Like, your mother should let you go once you get to a certain age. And I mean within reason. Like, obviously not like, okay, I'll never see you again, but like more like allowing you to live your life, okay? Okay. So anyway, guys, I feel like that's it. This was the weirdest reading. I don't even know if I'm going to put this out. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.